Clark Kellogg and David Aldridge is reporting from the sidelines. Dallas Mavericks, they come in off the loss to the Rockets in Houston. Here's Shepard. Here's Sensabaugh. Nailed from three-point land. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Now Randall, after Darius Garland missing on that last three-pointer. Oh, good with the triple. Cleveland with the ball. It's a three-point game. Mobley is screened. For three, Mitchell. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Reliable. That's Mitchell from three.
First quarter of play. 1 minute played. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Shepard. 6 on the shot clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's the three.
And love to see the effort from Mitchell at the defensive end, getting a hand up and challenging that shot.
And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
And so here's Cleveland following the score by Dallas. And he's good on the three ball.
Oh, very solid from deep. Darius Garland hurts you in so many ways.
From deep. Brown's shot is off. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Pass to Hunter. Kicks it out to Allen. Outside Garland. That three off the mark. Down low. Randall. The Cavaliers pull it in.
Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Mobley up top. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Brown. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it. Cavaliers leading. And here is Garland. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much. Fires from way outside. Dallas, no good that time either.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
It's stolen by Davis. Here's Brown. Dallas again missing.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
The Mavericks trailing. The end of the drought. Drills it from outside.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
Now, here's Garland. .43 seconds left to play here in the first. Pass to Mobley. Just 4 to shoot. And here's Mitchell from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
And priority number one has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
Davis sets a screen. For the three. Jared Allen grabs the miss. The three from Garland. Beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
I agree.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
The Mavericks leading. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at running the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Knocks it loose. Inside. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
A really excellent passer for his position. Davis more than capable of dropping down.
It's Strus on the wing. No good from outside. Mavericks leading by 7. Here's Brown. 6 points for him. On the wing, Mitchell. The three-pointer is right on target. Mitchell's got 6.
And got rid of it promptly. Mitchell wasting no time.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Pass to Sensabaugh. Beyond the arc. Buries it from three-point range. Sensabaugh's got 5 points now this quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick and roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing. He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
The wide open shot from Strus. And another 3 for Cleveland.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there. I tell you what, for him, this has been a game to forget. But somehow they still find themselves with the lead.
They set the pick to the paint. Here's Wade. Back to Strus. Just 5 on the clock. Takes the 3. Another 3 for Cleveland.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Angle right side. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
Pass to Brown. 6 to shoot. Back to Randall. Good D by Thompson.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Here's Wade. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And it's Davis with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. Up next for them, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. The screen from Thompson. Here's Jerome. Hasn't made one yet. Now, Okoro misses the three. Here's Brown. He's got 6. Here's Sensabaugh. Dallas again missing. Cavaliers trailing. To the middle. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Substitution on the court.
29 seconds left to play here in the half. Now, here's Hardy. Pass to Joe. They need this one. And the jumper is on the mark. Joe's got his first 2 points. Here's Jerome. It's Strus on the wing. And that one released in time, but no good. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Mavericks lead by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. To the inside. Here's Mobley. Tanked in off the glass. Mobley's got the first points of the second half here for the Cavs. And Greg, you talk about toughness, a compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Green by Allen. Back to Garland. Three-pointer. And Brown pulls it down. Dallas leading by 4. Here's Shepard. And it's off from three-point range. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
For 3, Mitchell. They get the rebound. Pass to Hunter. Shoots the 3. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Sensabaugh, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Mobley is screened. That shot misses. Great tee that time from Davis. Over in the corner, Shepard. Randall right side. Poked away. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. The Mavericks pull it in. When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
Mavericks leading by 4. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Shepard. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Here's Sensabaugh. Off target from three-point range. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Here's Mitchell. Here's Allen. And Allen slams it in.
Well, you see the hustle from Allen there, guys, and his relentlessness and the mindset to keep at it really allows him to gobble up those offensive boards.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Here's Shepard.
Substitution. Tristan Thompson. 2 minutes remaining in the fight.
1:57 left in the third quarter of the game. And it's Sam Merrill with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
There's 1:54 left to play here in the third. Outside, Markkanen. Lock at 6. To the wing right side. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
And so here's Cleveland. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for them. Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
Look, Tristan Thompson is a relentless glass eater on both ends, so you got to get a body on it.
.116 left in the third. Pass to Hardy. Stolen by Thompson. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. And Mobley throws it down hard.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Hardy, no good. And so it's Mobley with it. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The lead is 2. .40 seconds left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 5. Garland, that's for 2. And again, it's Cleveland.
Garland, so intelligent on the floor. The kind of player you want taking over in that pick and roll.
It's Joe on the wing. Pass to Markkanen. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Outside Garland. Offline with his 3. It could go. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. The third quarter comes to a close. Cleveland ahead, leading by 48. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Mavericks trailed by 4. Randall surveying the D. To the left side wing. Here's Sensabaugh. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Well, I'm not sure how that one found the bottom of the net, but hey, you take it when it comes.
And here's Garland for 3. And Davis pulls it down.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
And play stops, whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
He went a decent amount of time before his first turnover there. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball from him to this point.
Right there.
Outside Garland. From outside, off the mark.
His shot's it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Sensabaugh. And he hits it to tie the game up. Sensabaugh's got 4 points in the quarter. A 3 from Garland. Another miss by Garland.
Brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here.
That gives them the lead. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
That shot was made possible by the work of Anthony Davis.
Lets it go with a three. And that's good. Darius Garland for three.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first three of the half, there might be more in store.
Shepard with the ball. Mobley with the rebound. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Mitchell outside. Launches a three. Another three for Cleveland.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He knows every possession is critical now. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, guys. Well, I got a chance to listen in on what Jason Kidd was talking about with his players. Now, he talked about keeping confidence. He said this game is close, but we know we're the better team. Now it's time to go out there and prove it. See if they can come back in this one, guys.
Thank you, David.
First team foul.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Shot clock at 6. Here's Randall. Mobley with the block.
Mobley is one of the best defenders in the NBA. When he's not blocking shots, he's altering.
Here's Brown. Puts up a three. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
This to Mitchell. There's 1:54 left in the game. Puts it out to Garland. And shot on the way. It's rebounded by Dallas.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Pass to Brown. Randall down low. And stolen by Mobley. And the call will be against Julius Randle. That is his first foul of the game. The Cavaliers leading by 4. To the paint. Here's Mitchell. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Cleveland?
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issues defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific, doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Out to the wing. Here's Brown. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Dallas moving the ball around. And finished off by Shepard.
We saw this with Shepard in college, right? Even as a freshman, Kentucky typically had him out on the floor to close games.
The wide open look here for Garland. Trains it from beyond the arc. Garland's got the lead up to 7 now for Cleveland. And the Mavericks call time here. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
Pass to Hunter. Mobley wide open. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And so it's Cleveland winning this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother him. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.